What's going on, podcast people? This is the D&E podcast. I'm NK Rudy Lee of the friend group. I'm here with my co-hosts Jamar and Raquan.
Ooh.
What's up? Say what's up, Jamar.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
As y'all can see, Raquan's not here, and we will explain why. So last episode, Raquan wasn't here also. Like I said, it was a misunderstanding, miscommunication was going on when the podcast was going to be because Jamar had just got back from Ireland. But Raquan is no longer part of the podcast anymore. So fuck Raquan. So, I'm joking.
That's crazy.
Raquan is just busy. He has a lot going on right now, and so that's really what it is. Nothing else to it. We all still friends and stuff like that. Just his schedule was way too hectic to fit the podcast in at the time. So we do wish Raquan well on his endeavors.
Yeah,
We're all love still. Raquan could always come back onto the podcast to be a guest anytime.
Yeah, who
or whatever.
knows? Maybe in the future when he gets everything like figured out, it might find a way back to the podcast.
So right now it's just me and Jamar, but we got something in the works right now.
Yeah,
we won't say too much on it, but we got something in the works to make sure we keep the podcast going because you know Jamar thrives off of other people too, just like me too. Yeah. So just it keeps the conversation going. So we working on something, but just for this episode right now, it's me and Jamar.
Yeah.
How you been recently though?
I've been good. It's crazy because when you originally asked me about the podcast, I was like, nah. And now look, it just ended up being us two.
Yeah. Yeah. For those who don't know, my original intention was just for me and Jamar, but then Jamar was like, if we can get like another person, I think it'd be good. So Raquan was the third option we got.
Yeah. But now that we got some experience under our belt a little bit for doing this for quite some time now, I feel more comfortable and it's like not as bad as I thought it was going to be, honestly. So like I feel good about continuing with the podcast. I mean, I do wish he was still here, but like I'm chilling right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and sorry for last week too. We didn't so what happened last week too while there was no episode? I completely forgot the days, bro. It wasn't until Wednesday until I realized it was actually Wednesday. I thought Wednesday was Tuesday, and I was getting ready to go to Jamar's house, and I'm like, today's not. I'm like, today's Wednesday, and then Jamar thought that was the initial plan because he thought we were gonna get do something else, but so that's what happened. There was no episode last week. I'll say that was my fault because I just completely forgot the days. I was like, yo, that's actually crazy.
Nah, I texted you. I was like, yo, like, did you talk to the person that you needed to talk to for like this episode? And you're like, nah, I'm gonna ask him for next episode. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, so like there's no episode this week. And then you texted me the next day talking about, I thought today was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Bro, I just like my days completely got mixed up, yo. I was like, I can't believe because the reason why I thought of like at last second too was I'm like, what am I gonna do tomorrow at the gym, stuff like that? I'm like, tomorrow's Thursday, and I'm like, wait, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm like, today's Wednesday. I'm like, yo, I forgot the podcast. It was just crazy. I'm like, I can't believe I did that. So that's why there was no episode last week because I just completely forgot the days.
Keeping yourself busy, man.
Yeah, but these past 2 days, bro, they've been hell for me, bro. I just like, I've had one like, I don't know if y'all remember from podcast episode 1, when Jamar said like his bad days when the shit just like not going his way, like the world against him. That's what I've been feeling like these past days, bro. I'm like, damn, like lost in both of my fantasy leagues. A couple of my bets got lost too. I don't bet a lot, just so y'all know. Like I'd be betting occasionally, but I'm like, damn, like y'all can't hit. Like y'all do this shit every week, but every time I bet, niggas don't want to hit that shit. I'm like, this shit is crazy, bro. So I'm like, damn, and then it's just like, I'm like, it's just shit, more shit too. But I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, these last 2 days suck for me. Yo. I'm gonna hold, bro, but like. It ain't like I felt worse. I felt worse before, so it's really ain't nothing much. But I'm like, damn, these last 2 days have sucked.
Raining too. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, rain today too. Cloudy day. Like I was just looking out the window on some like damn sad boy shit. So I'm joking. But nah, I was just like, damn, these last 2 days sucked. So shit. Hopefully tomorrow better. Hopefully Odell come back because I have him in fantasy. I need him to.
Odell.
I need them points, man, because it's been looking bad for these last 3 weeks. Really, I'm on a losing streak in fantasy. I lost my top spot in the league. No longer the league leading scorer. I held that throne for a minute too, yo. Like I was on a hot streak, but then once Cooper Kupp got hurt for my fantasy team, it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, injuries suck, man. Injuries suck.
I know, but that's the way to ruin the team, man. Like as soon as he got hurt, losing, just losing.
I think it's because you got rid of Jalen Hurts, but
Jamar's superstition is he needs a good quarterback for his fantasy team. That's just him, though. Me, I need my skill players, bro. I need my skill players, and then I lost Cooper Kupp, who was one of the best wide receivers and fantasy point getters in the league, and I lost him. So it kind of sucks.
Look, I got Josh Allen early from Raquan, and I've been 8-0 with him starting ever since. So that's why I believe that. I think they do something. I don't know what it is, but it gives good vibes and positivity to your team, and that's why I'm 8-0 with him.
I mean, you did lose with him on your roster too, yo.
Just not starting.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying you did lose him
because he was a little banged up. So I was like, I'll sit him this week, and we ended up losing. And
then also with the fantasy, I had to stop like the stats in the power rankings early, just because like I was focusing so much time on that, like just for like I said, for the entertainment of everybody in the league and shit like that. But like I really want to start working more on my shit and for the podcast. Like I'm definitely about to like doing that now. I've been working on stuff, and so like that was just taking time. I'm like I just can't do it. Like I want to, but right now I just can't. And so it's kind of like damn. Like I feel like I do want to finish the stats. So at one point, but I just couldn't do it at that time because it was like literally taking so much time. Like the power rankings were determined off of like the stats and stuff like that. So it was just like damn, bro. I'm taking too much time on this when I want to be doing this other shit right now when that's only for the entertainment of everybody in the league and shit like that. Yeah. I'm glad nobody's got on my case about that since I stopped. No one said anything. I'm like, thank God. I'm like, but that's why I stopped the Power Ranking League, just to start working on more videos and shit like that. So, but also with that with like the videos and stuff like that. So I'm about to start like editing for like other people and stuff like that. So like I'm trying to get my Fiverr account set up and stuff like that, so I can edit shorts and stuff like that too, and edit our shorts. But also so recently, it's still connected to the same thing. Recently, I had this tweet on Twitter that kind of went like viral. I guess like 20,000 plus like likes and shit like that. A lot of retweets.
I think I know what tweet you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It was a Samuel L. Jack. Oh, it was a Stephen A. and Jerry Jones tweet. It's when like it was like one morning. Stephen A. was defending Jerry Jones for his actions about like where he was at a teen, like blocking a high school from or blocking a school from like black kids. And so that picture had went viral. Like
that's what Jerry Jones did.
Yeah, that's what Jerry Jones did. And so Stephen A. went on First Take. He was defending Jerry Jones. And so when I saw that morning, I had just I posted a picture on my timeline. It was a picture of Samuel L. Jackson and Leonardo DiCaprio in Django the movie. When Samuel L. Jackson was wrapped around Leonardo DiCaprio crying, and because like in that movie Django, Samuel L. Jackson was basically Uncle Tom. He was a big coon, yo. And so I posted, I was like, this is Stephen A. Smith defending Jerry Jones. Like, this is what I see on my timeline. And so that just picked up steam. I don't know how. Like, it started getting hella retweets and likes and shit like that. And so my tweet happened, like, I guess that's viral. And so like later, like probably like within a week, I got tagged in something on Twitter and Instagram. It was like another podcast had like gave me tweet of the week and stuff like that. Yeah, so I was like, oh my, wow, I didn't expect that, but so like it got found out some way somehow, and so they picked up they put it on the Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. Like they make like they have their own podcast just like us, and so I was like looking at their page and stuff like that, and I'm like, this page could use some help on like some like reels and stuff like that and shorts. I'm like, because like the way it just looked, I'm like, it could be better. So I just reached out to him like, yo, I'm like, do y'all need like some help with y'all reels and stuff like that? Because like I can help you a lot, like business wise. Like if y'all looking for some anything like that, like we can make some business happen and stuff like that to help y'all get. I told him like I make reels and stuff like that, so like you can look at my podcast and my Instagram, my Instagram page and see like all the likes and like views and stuff like that. I'm like, I think I can help you a lot with that. And so I'm gonna be in actually contact with them tonight. It's supposed to be last night, but something happened. So tonight they're gonna like call me and stuff like that. Make something happen. So I'm about to start editing some shorts and stuff like that. So I'm about to be on. I know. So that's like tough. It's crazy. A tweet gave me an opportunity at some business, bro. That's so tough. And that's just one. That's just one person right there. So like, and I plan on maybe getting more people in charge and like say for reels and stuff like that, because I think I make some good reels. Like y'all seen us, and I got to get back on ours. Like I got to get back on ours. Like I said, that's why I wasn't making, because our fantasy league was really just taking up most of the time in that. But I'm getting back to that. I even started like my Instagram page, uploading more with my bringing more reels out because my streams be good, yo.
Yeah.
I feel like they are.
I hear that. Like, fantasy does take out a lot of time and commitment as being like putting out power rankings, the stats, and just overwatching the league because you don't know if people are trying to cheat. You don't know like what type of sneaky stuff is going on. Luckily, like nothing rise to the occasion where like you have to really like enforce any rules lately, at least that I know of.
Lately I'd had to with Devontae.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like every week something's happening. So like that just takes a lot of time on top of everything else that you're doing. Just like you don't even know if everybody in the league is paying attention to the power ranks. Well, you know, a few are because like they are gonna hound you about it, but like not everyone in the league. And even with the stats, like I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't look at the stats in a while. But like when I was struggling, I look at it, it's like, okay, I gotta pick up this position or I gotta do this. And
the player stats really do help a team out, bro. Like though that one actually helped your team. The other one just like was overwatching your like everybody in the league basically.
They should make like a app or something like that. So like,
bro, they should just implement that into their ESPN app. That's literally what they had to do, bro.
Yeah,
they've done better recently, but like doing tracking, but like they have in that app. There's more shit like that, but like they could do better, bro.
Yeah,
like if they was doing the shit I was doing, I'm saying, damn, I wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. They for your personalized team, because I know they do something like receivers against a certain team, like the receiver ones. Not ESPN specifically, but like I know there's a website that does like, oh, this wide receiver one's average like 10 points against the Jaguars, and just so on, and like they go into real details like that. It's not always right because like if it has like Josh Jacobs, how he had like 200 yards the other day, like that messes up someone's stats because it's like that team not like if he does that like week 2, it's gonna be like, oh, Josh Jacobs allows like 20 yards. Or whatever team he played. What team was it?
Raiders?
The Raiders they played.
Oh, I don't know who they played last week.
I don't know. Say it was like the Chargers.
Texans? Wasn't it the Texans?
Oh, could have been
because they have a bad run defense.
Yeah, let's say it's the Texans though. Like if Josh Jacobs had that 200-yard game around like week 7, then the Texans like stats are all messed up because it's like 50 yards for rushing yards, 50 yards for rushing yards, 75, and then 200, and that just throws off the scale. But like, I don't know. It was a good app. I should have took advantage of it more. In my leagues, I'm in 3 leagues. I'm in one 8-man, a 10-man. The 10-man is like I've been rocking with that one for like 7 years. It's like our 7th, 8th season.
The one that fell apart?
It's still going.
Oh, it fell apart, but it was on the brink of death.
It was, and I had to make some moves to like keep it going, and it's going right now. The chat's active. They wait for the power rankings. They they read the stats I have in there. So on ESPN they have it like they'll say like, oh, Naeem's team is projected to win plus 5.5 or something like that, and I've been adding that in. I don't really know Ben like that. They actually had to correct me on it in the chat, but like I'm like, oh, it says like Rohan's gonna win, but I think Christian's gonna win. And then they're like, oh, you really think Chris is going to beat me? I'm like, I do have firepower. And then they end up losing. I've been correct with all my predictions, but that's another story. But like just little things like that is to keep the league active and people talking and chatting and shit. So I got to revive. It just needed a new face. Just like the Cowboys. They need Jerry Jones gone. It's like, that's
They need Odell. That's what they need.
I don't think Odell should go to the Cowboys.
I'm wondering why you believe that.
Like, not only because I'm biased by being a Giants fan, but like, how do you want to be remembered? You want to be remembered joining one of your rivals for the Giants?
That's your rival.
The Giants, and that's where he was playing.
That's not his rival.
You know,
it
should be.
Why?
Because he played for that team. He started off there. Like,
this is a business. You don't get it confused now.
Exactly. So if you're going to go to a team, you go to the teams like the Bills. I'd rather him go to the Bills than the Cowboys.
How is that good for his business? Like, remember, it's also his personal brand. LA was a good city for him. New York was a good city too. Dallas is a good city too. What? Orchard Park is a good city? Yeah. Like, especially in those teams, LA, New York, and Dallas are all big franchises. Good for your brand, stuff like that. The Star, the New York, LA. The Bills is not they're a small market team. Odell is built for a big market.
So he can come to the Giants again.
He could, but I'm saying he can go to Dallas also.
No, I wouldn't go to the Dallas though.
Of course you wouldn't. I'm thinking this is from an unbiased opinion.
Think about it. They got CeeDee Lamb. They got
who's their wide receiver too?
Right. Michael Gallup.
Right.
And he's been solid. Like a good number 2, number 3
solid,
receiver.
Yeah, solid. But you can get better than solid with Odell.
But you got to also listen to the other weapons they got. They got Zeke and Pollard and Schultz. That's hella mouths to feed.
And OBJ make the cipher complete. Come on. Yeah, come on now.
That's just too many mouths to feed.
It's not really too much.
Like, I know he's a team player, but like
he would still get, bro. Odell fit in with the Rams, all right?
Yeah.
They had Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, Van Jefferson. When he got there, Robert Woods was still there, but he just tore his ACL, and so he just like moved right in. But he was still going to play when whatever his name was. What's his name? What did I just say?
You said Van Jefferson.
Not Van Jefferson, another one. Robert Woods.
Yeah,
but they had hella receivers too. But they had hella weapons, offensive weapons.
You ain't have to worry about like the run game like that. Like
that's because their run game
Cam
sucks.
Akers, exactly. And the Cowboys are good, like at running the ball. They have two backs.
So look but they're more of a balanced team. The Rams are just strictly a passing team. So and they had all those other weapons, 4 other weapons I just named.
That's why he's able to fit in better with the Rams than the Cowboys.
He could fit in with there also.
No, the Cowboys got to feed CD, Zeke, and Pollard and Schultz.
They don't have to. What? Schultz, don't name Schultz.
Yeah, if you gonna name Higbee, then you gotta name Schultz.
No, because Higbee was getting them last year,
and so was Schultz.
What is, bro? If I look at Schultz stats right now, he not top 10.
I don't know. He is probably similar to Higbee's.
No, I think Higbee still has better stats right now, even though he's been playing like that. But that's a quarterback play. But I think Higbee's are still better than Schultz at this point.
We gotta look that up, man.
We can look it up right now.
We can.
Okay, bet. Because you know my phone right here and it's on. Right, and I got the fantasy app right here. So because I had Higbee in one of my leagues. I think I'm about to drop him though, just because they got Baker Mayfield coming in at quarterback now, which is damn.
I saw that.
Yeah,
for
bro.
The Rams, right?
Yeah, the Rams are claiming him off waivers. I'm like, damn, that actually says because.
Are you looking up Higbee or Schultz?
You look up Schultz. I'll look up Higbee. Yeah. So Baker Mayfield trash. I stopped believing in Baker Mayfield when it was after his rookie year. His rookie year he did solid. He ended the year well. Yeah. And so then that's when Odell got to his sophomore season, and I was like, yo, he has weapons. I mean, he has Jarvis Landry. He got what's his name? Odell. They got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Who was it? They have David Njoku. I'm like, yo, Baker Mayfield surrounded by weapons. Like, he should be solid. Was ass, bro. Yeah. That's when I stopped believing in him, bro. Yeah. I'm like, there's no way you suck with all these weapons. Like, there's no way. I'm like, any other quarterback in the league at the time would have been balling out with them, bro. But you made this, like, you just ass. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And Baker Mayfield has never been good ever since his rookie season when he finished out. He was solid. He was solid good, like somewhere in between. But I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And what made me mad about that too was because it was actually 2 things. So it was one related to Madden when they gave him, after his rookie season, they gave him like an 82 or 83 or some shit like that. It was around there. And then for his sophomore season. And so he didn't win Rookie of the Year though. Saquon did. And so the year after, Kyler Murray was a rookie, came in the year after he won a Rookie of the Season and Rookie of the Year. And then when he came into his sophomore season in Madden, he was only ranked like a 77 or some shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, how? I'm like, there's no way Baker Mayfield had a better rookie season than Kyler Murray. So I'm like, why they? I'm like, how? Like, make that make sense. And then they did the same shit again with like Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts didn't win Rookie of the Year, but he had the same going into his like what year? What season is Jalen Hurts? His third.
Yeah, this is his third.
So his third season right now, he was ranked a 70 something coming into like I think it was like 70 somewhere between 77 and 79. Damn. He was ranked that coming into his third season in Madden. And so I'm like Kyler Murray is I'm not Kyler Murray. Jalen Hurts is a 77. Like that's what like I'm like Baker Mayfield finished his rookie season higher than that. Yeah. So I'm like yo, Madden's ratings are inconsistent as hell. I'm like, they be doing black quarterbacks dirty in Madden, yo. Come Jalen Hurts was a 70-something, and he's an MVP candidate right now, and he's on like an 80, like no higher than an 86, I believe. I'm like, come on. And the same shit with Lamar Jackson. I remember Lamar Jackson 1 year after he won his MVP, I think he was like a 94 or 96, some shit like that. And then I think it was a 94. And then Gronk came back out of retirement and was rated a 96 out the bat. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like, Madden's ratings be crazy, bro. Crazy. They did like Christian McCaffrey, his injury, he was rated higher than Michael Thomas, even though after like not playing. I'm like, shouldn't they have like around the same rating if they're both gonna be injured? I'm like, just keep it consistent. But
I hate how they stripped Saquon's abilities.
He should have abilities. Yeah. I don't know why he should have X Factor at this point. I think he's been an X Factor player this season, but he hasn't had an X Factor. So did you bring up his stats, Dalton Schultz?
Yeah. But before I get to that, like I want to look at the Lamar situation.
Oh, okay.
Like that was actually one of the things I want to talk about. Like he got hurt, man. And I'm so mad he got hurt because
it's not a serious injury though.
But still, like I want him to play healthy. I want him to keep balling. Like just because of the situation. Like I hope this
his contract situation.
Yeah, his contract situation.
Yeah, like, Lamar's in a contract year for those who don't know.
Yeah, so basically he was betting on himself that he was going to do well this season, and he has been playing really well,
very well
this season. But he got hurt. It's not too crazy or anything like that. But like I don't want them to use it against him just because they can or they can try. But I don't know. The Ravens, y'all need to pay Lamar. Lamar is that guy. He is that guy. I'm not gonna lie. The Giants had to, put the pause on him a little bit, but
y'all been doing ass recently. I ain't gonna hold
you. We've been on an ass streak. I ain't gonna hold you.
But it's not Lamar though that y'all putting a pause. It was their defense. Their defense is just bad. Like it's literally Lamar and the Ravens. That's what it literally is.
And Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews been hurt recently though. But I think he's coming back. He's just been slower or whatever or something like that. But he's dealing with injuries too. He's not fully healthy.
Yeah.
But he has really. I don't understand the reason for not paying him because who are y'all paying? Y'all have put no receivers around him.
Right.
None. Who did y'all get? Y'all went out to get Deshaun Jackson, who's just been on like the practice squad like the whole season. Like what y'all got? Who's your wide receiver one? Exactly. I don't even know.
They had like Bateman. They had
Duvernay. Y'all traded away Hollywood Brown, but that was really on Hollywood. He was dropping all the passes. He's doing better in Arizona, but that was just on him though. They have given Lamar no receivers, so if y'all not gonna give him receivers, y'all just at least pay him.
Yeah.
If y'all not gonna give him receivers, because I don't know where that money going. Where is that money being allocated to?
I have no clue.
Exactly. The defense not. Who the hell they paying on defense? Marlon Humphreys. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. So you got his stats up, right? Dalton Schultz.
I wanted to look at like last stats or something.
Just
like
bring
that.
up Dalton Schultz stats. That's all I need to see right now. What is his stats? Where is he ranked in fantasy?
He missed 2 games. 2 out of 14?
Okay. Where is he at right
12, 13, 2 out of 13.
Where is he at?
He got 35 catches.
No, what is his position rank in fantasy?
18.
18, okay. Tyler Higbee is higher at 15. And he's missed time too. Yeah.
Anyways, Odell should still go to the Giants and everything like that. Like,
his best chances at winning are Bills and Cowboys. But I understand why a Giants fan would want him to go back to the Giants, come back home and shit like that. Home and I don't really consider that home, but I think your home is where you're from. So if you want to go home, who that? Yeah, who that? If you want to go home, he gonna go back to Louisiana. For those who don't know, that's where he from. He gonna sign there one time. At one point, he gonna sign with the Saints. He will. At one point in his career,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Tyrann did it. Juice did it. Yeah. Shit, Justin Jefferson probably gonna do it too. Jamar,
that'll be tough.
Chase, not you.
Naka.
No, not you.
Yo, me and Jamar.
I don't want to be. Let's not get it confused. Not you, him. Yeah. Not you, him. Jamar Chase. I'm telling you, these boys gonna come back to Louisiana and play for the Saints someday. We're gonna get us another chip, man. It's been bad for the Saints this year, bro, because we've been dealing with
shittles.
What?
Y'all is shittles.
Bro, it's all right. I'm telling you right now. These are the 2 main reasons: injuries and Dennis Allen. I've never believed Dennis Allen was a good coach. Not one. I was mad when we made him our coach. And it comes like, bro, why? Because when Sean Payton left, I'm like, damn. When Sean Payton left, our previous head coach, I knew. I'm like, damn, it's not gonna be the same, bro. I'm like, it's not gonna be the same, and I knew that shit. And here we got Dennis Allen not giving Alvin Kamara the ball enough. Like we're missing Michael Thomas. Chris Olave's doing well, but like, bro,
He sold me the other day.
who? Kamara?
Olave.
But I'm like, yo, if you got Kamara as your running back, use him. Use him, bro. But has not utilized him at all. He don't use Taysom Hill enough like Sean Payton do. Taysom Hill do get his time to shine, but like you gotta know when to put him in the play call. But like Dennis Allen, I don't have faith in Dennis Allen. So that's why we suck right now. And injuries and Dennis Allen.
So you sticking with Jameis next year?
I still have, bro, and it's another reason why. Why is Jameis not starting yet, bro? Why is he still not starting? He was hurt, but he's back. He's healthy now, but they're still going with Andy Dalton. I'm like, bro, why? Why are we still rocking with Andy Dalton? I don't want Andy Dalton to start at all. Jameis hasn't played since he got hurt, and he's back now, but they're still rocking with Andy Dalton. But I'm like, why? Andy Dalton not doing great. We're 4-9 right now. Yeah. So Andy Dalton ain't doing shit. Put Jameis back in, bro.
Isn't everybody's in your division's doing bad.
We're at last 4-9. The Panthers are above us at 4-8. Falcons I think are like 5-9, which is crazy. I'm like, how do they have 13 games or something? I don't know. They're like 5 wins, and then the Buccaneers are even at 500. Yeah, it's
a shitty division.
Our division sucks right now. I'm on hold. Like we weren't this like years ago. We weren't bad. Like this division wasn't bad like this. Our division is bad.
Shit, last year y'all weren't like this either.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Oh no. Oh, the Buccaneers, they lost their coach, their head coach, Bruce Arians. He's like their GM now, and Todd Bowles their new head coach. So that's what that is right there. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling coaching matters, bro.
That's what happened to the Giants.
Oh, y'all got a new coach.
Yeah, we got a new coach, Brian Daboll.
Coaching matters. So I don't know how Todd Bowles has women, but he has not been utilizing it. See Dennis Allen too. Shit sucks. That's the same reason why Matt Rule got fired, because he sucks as a coach too. He's going back to college football, I believe. I think he's not. Oh yeah, he's with Nebraska's head coach now.
Yeah. Did you hear the shit with Tua and his coach,
Mike Daniels?
Yeah.
What about him?
So Tua was like I think going into this season, he was having like it's his contract year too, and his first 2 years was a bunch of injuries and like some bad plays, and I think he asked his coach. It was like, yo, like I know Tua was asking himself, like he looked in the mirror, like, yo, do
Which
I
one?
suck?
Was he asking about Brian Flores or
the one they have now, McDaniels? He was like, yo, like, do I suck? Like, why am I playing? And McDaniels put like hella tape together of him just making good throws and good plays, like hours of like he said like thousands of plays
of this season, or just in previous seasons,
like last season, to show that he can play, and like this is a contract year to start balling out, and he has been balling out. So I'm like, damn, Tua, that's tough.
So you know
what's hurt?
Ooh, you know what's crazy? So there's this one person in our league named Emmett.
Yeah.
He's notorious for giving bad takes on sports in general. Believes he know what he's talking about. He doesn't. And so I have messages from Emmett like in one of our old group chats where he just all the people he shitted on saying who they suck, this and that was wrong. He said Jalen Hurts suck, that he's bad, like they're gonna be searching for a new quarterback next season. What Jalen Hurts doing right now? Having an MVP season. He said Tua was bad, don't know how to play football, can't throw the ball. Look what happened now. He low key is having an MVP worthy season too. He was out for some weeks. That's probably the only reason keeping him back, because he didn't play some certain weeks because of his concussion. But that's just 2 takes. But I have plenty more where Emmett just giving bad takes, and I be telling him all the time. I'm like, bro, you know what you talking about. I'm like, Jalen Hurts just needs a number 1 receiver. Because we were talking about that. The context of this conversation we had was the quarterbacks that were drafted. I think it was 2020 when they were drafted. Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert. We were talking about who were the better quarterbacks about them. And what I said was Jalen Hurts just needs a quarterback. I'm like they don't need to go get a new quarterback. He needs a new wide receiver number 1. I think I said quarterback. He needs a wide receiver number 1, and then he need to make plays around him. Like that's literally all they had to do. Like literally what they're doing with Justin Fields right now, how they're giving letting him run a ball too and shit like that. It's like they don't really have receivers like that, so like they're just play calling and shit like that. Proper play calling for your quarterback. You just work with what you have. And so I was saying the same. I'm like, yo, Jalen Hurts needs a wide receiver 1. he'll be solid because he wasn't like he didn't have really anybody to throw to. Devontae, like you can't rely on Devontae Smith as a rookie. That's asking a lot of a rookie and shit like that. He needs a true wide receiver number one, and Devontae Smith is not that at the time for his rookie season. They went and got AJ Brown. He's been balling out.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
and they boys.
Yeah, it's like they're going crazy right now over there in Philly. They have the best record in the league, and I'm like,
we got them next week too, or this week.
Oh, y'all have him twice. The rest of y'all haven't played him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, damn. So, I just want to like, if MA listening to this, your takes is wrong. I don't worry. I got more where I came from too. Got it locked and loaded. If you ever want to have that conversation again. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying like. Football been and speaking of football, my Ohio State Buckeyes made it into the playoffs, man. It was a crazy weekend in college football. So Ohio State needed really USC to lose because if TCU lost, they still could have made it into the playoffs. But TCU and both USC lost, and so USC already had one loss. No two loss team had made it into the playoffs yet. And so they weren't making it. They lost. They got smacked by Utah. It was crazy. I'm like, let's go. So that kind of really booked our ticket in. And then Alabama was right behind us. And a lot of people were trying to say, well, Alabama should make it too. They might but they have two losses. They lost to LSU in Tennessee. So I'm like, there's not making it. I'm like, they need to stop dick sucking Alabama, bro. Cause like they are a 2-loss team, bro. I'm like, this is like probably one of the worst Alabama teams we ever seen. Because they have 2 losses. Alabama don't usually do 2 losses. And so I'm happy they didn't make it. I'm happy Ohio State made it. I wanted to be ranked number 3, but they kept TCU at number 3. Just because they lost in the conference championship by 3 points in Ohio State. We lost to the team up north. It was pretty bad. But I wanted to be number 3 just so we could go against them again. Yeah. We need to run it back. Yeah, we need our get back. But they ranked us number 4, so we got to go against Georgia. And so Georgia has been like one of the best teams all season. No, they've been the best team all season, to be honest. Like they've been going crazy. They have a very good team.
Yeah, my team.
Who?
No, I'm kidding.
We gonna get to that.
Okay.
And so so it's gonna be they have no loss, so it's gonna be a tough game. The Georgia is favored to win that game, but I believe in my Ohio State Buckeyes. And then if TCU looks like they're gonna lose to the team up north, but if that happens, I need my Ohio State Buckeyes to win just so we can meet them in the national championships to get our get back. We can't lose to them twice in the season. That's the case. So it's going to be a long road. But we've had some key injuries too, like Jackson Smith and Jigba. We've missed him. He got hurt the first game, wasn't really able to come back this season because of I think it was somewhere on his leg. I don't know if it was hamstring or quad or calf, something like that. He got injured and he was our number 1 wide receiver. But we lost him all season. He said he's not going to return for the playoffs. He's going to get ready for the draft. I'm like, damn. And then our running backs have been dealing with injuries too. Both our running back 1 and 2 have been dealing with injuries. I'm like, damn, bro. Our quarterback is a Heisman Trophy candidate. Hope he does well, man. Hope he gets that Heisman, man. Cause he been balling the whole season.
Yo, what's this shit going on with Deion Sanders?
Oh, okay. So before that, Jamar Seamus LSU, they got smacked by Georgia real bad. And Josh, that's Josh's team too. They got smacked by Georgia bad, bro. They put like a 50 bomb on them like it was Call of Duty. It was crazy. I'm like, damn, it was bad. So I remember I told you, I know y'all remember this. If y'all remember, I told Jamar he could choose a different team before the season started. I'm like, do not rock with LSU. I'm telling you right now, do not rock with them. That's the team he chose, so now if he wants to stick by it, he gonna have to hear me. I told him, bro, come on, I'm not new to this shit, bro. I told you, bro. I told you. And they got their asses handed to them, bro. But back to Deion Sanders, so
thank you.
What Deion Sanders, so Deion Sanders is Jackson State's football coach. They actually have one more game to play it's called the Celebration Bowl. It's like the nickname for that is the HBCU championship. That's what the nickname for it is because the SWAC and the MEAC, they call it, I think it's like MEAC for short. Excuse me. They're like both HBCU like conferences basically. That's where most of those schools reside in. What is it? He is not transfer. He's taking a new job at Colorado, which is in a Pac-12. and there were a lot of, I'll say a lot of black people that were kind of mad that he's leaving HBCU to go to a PWI. What a PWI is a predominantly white institution, and so they were like, "Oh, you sold this dream about like Jackson State, like coming here, like players signed there to, players signed there to come play for you and stuff like that." And like I understand the frustration because like I was kind of like I wasn't mad he was leaving. I'm like, damn, like you was like balling out at the HBCU. Like it did bring a lot of light onto more HBCUs and that you can choose these schools. But like he made it clear before in an interview that if like a Power 5 school, which is like one of the bigger conferences in the NCAA, he said if they come calling, he'll take a job offer. He said that he made this clear before, like he'll be stupid not to because they offer more money. Like he about to be getting paid $5 million a year compared to he was getting paid $300,000 a year, and so I'm not mad at him for taking. Like, how could I be mad at somebody for going to get more money? It's like they're like, oh, you sold out. I'm like, bro, if anybody else is in that same position, they're going to go take that job, and like I don't blame him for that. Like, but for the kids who like sign there, they just going to transfer over. They might leave. It's kind of like damn for Jackson State. but they were coming to play for Deion Sanders. Like it wasn't the school they were coming to play for. It was Deion Sanders. So like let's make that clear. They were coming to play for Deion Sanders. Same shit what happens with any other school, even PWIs. People go to Alabama to play for Nick Saban. People don't give two shits about Alabama, to be honest. Cause like it's in Alabama, bro. They coming to play for. If Nick Saban was at fucking Rutgers, I best believe they're gonna flock to Rutgers too. They're gonna enter the transfer portal and come into Rutgers. I'm telling you, right? It's a lot. Like I said, we just talked about coaching matters, and so Nick Saban. Some people will like to play for Nick Saban, and people want to play for Deion, and so they definitely want to get more looks. But Deion also like he brought a lot of light, like I said, onto HBCUs, and like he got like Jackson State a lot of deals, new jerseys, even not even just Jackson State. He got like other HBCUs like more shine and light, like helped them was like made sure like they got more money too and shit like that to get included in deals. And so like I don't know if it was somebody at Jackson State, like the president, he said like what Deion has bought us was like is great and stuff like that. And so like they said we know he's leaving, but like if we don't keep this up, like if we don't run with it, it's gonna be our fault. Like he bought this to us, like it's just the end of a chapter, and so we gotta start a new chapter. And so like if we don't keep what we were doing, like stuff like that, then it's our fault, not his. Like he helped us out. Like how we gonna blame him for leaving? Like but he helped us out. So I'm not mad at him for leaving. Like it's like I'm gonna be following the Colorado Buffaloes just because I like Deion, what he's bought to college football too.
Same here. I'm about to follow them too.
Yeah, like I wasn't a Jackson State fan. I used to like watching Hampton University because that's what like I know I had a family that go there, and I remember I used to watch them when they used to come up to the Meadowlands and play. Like they used to have a classic at the Meadowlands too with two HBCUs. They used to play against each other. And I used to watch that. So I remember Hampton used to be up there all the time. So I used to like watch Hampton and shit like that. But when Jackson State, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, I'm a Ohio State fan, but I'm gonna watch Colorado just because of Deion Sanders.
Yeah. But I liked how you worded that before. You said that his chapter was over there at Jackson State. So it was a quote I heard that was in an episode that we didn't put out because there was some technical difficulties and some stuff like that. But basically, I was saying a lot was the quote was, "Your chapter in my book is over, but it'll forever be my favorite part." And that's what Jackson State is saying about Deion.
Yeah, it was a good. It really was a good chapter for them. It was, yeah. So yeah, that. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna see what I still want to see what Jackson State does next year. See like he literally got them like new facilities and shit like that. He bought a lot to Jackson State, bro. And so like it's kind of like you can't shame like shit on him for that because like he bought so much to that school, yo. Like literally, like even helped the town out and shit like that. Like what other coaches was doing what he was doing? Yeah. No other coaches was doing that. Like he was even donating half of his salary to Jackson State to help with their infrastructure and stuff like that and stuff like that. I'm like, damn. Like no other coach is doing that, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. So he got paid for I think his contract was like $1.2 million over 4 years, and so he has to pay back like the last part of it. I think another $300K or something like that, just because for termination fee shit like that. That's like normal and shit like that though. And so now he's getting $5 million each year over 4 years, I believe. So like a $20 million contract for 4 years. I'm like, Y'all turning that down?
Yeah.
Like, come on, yo. Not, like, especially when, like, I know he got money, but, like, especially when you got family to feed, trying to create generational wealth and shit like that. Like, yo, I'm not turning down a $5 million a year contract. That's crazy. Yeah. So I don't got nothing against Deion Sanders doing that.
Yeah. One of my favorite Deion Sanders memories is like someone asked him if he can cover Tyreek Hill, and he was like, I'm prime. He's like, yeah, but the cheetah is the fastest receiver. He's like, I'm prime. And he just kept saying that everything they say. He's like, I'm prime. He's like, no, you're not understanding. I'm prime. I was like, yeah.
Nah, he was for. We didn't get to watch him because like he was a generated. He was before our time. Yeah. But bro, if you had like if like we had somebody like that, like yo, that would have been great to watch, bro. Having a prime like a person like there's been people close who kind of like could do like I'm not saying do what he do, but like in terms of like just like branding himself like that, like damn, Jalen Ramsey was at that one point was damn near on pace just to be like just like him in terms of like because I remember his rookie season. I don't know if y'all remember this, but I remember he had his cornrows and some shit like that, and so I don't know who he had guarded that game. I don't know if it was Steve Smith or somebody else, but it was a post game interview. He was like, but it was like it was crazy because it was funny. He was like, why don't you ask him? That's how you say it. Like, well, why don't you go ahead and ask him, bro? But it was hilarious. But he was locking people up though. Jalen Ramsey been locking people up. It's like damn. So, but like, I wish he would talk shit more because like he the one that could do that, bro. Because he a good cornerback in the league. Definitely top 2 cornerback in the league. It's like damn. But now Deion would have been fun to watch. Shannon Sharp too. Just his personality. Yeah. I be watching Shannon Sharp now just on like Undisputed. Yeah. So man, we definitely need some more players like that, bro. Even like Chad Ochocinco. Like damn, who we got? Who we got like that? Nobody really, bro. Like we don't really got that.
They like judge him differently and be like, oh, you can't act like that yet, or
like you're not big enough to act like that yet.
Personalities out there, but
cause like damn, I don't even know. Do you have an NBA? Like a person like that talk shit like that? Oh, I guess
Ja's pretty cool.
Who?
Ja Morant. No.
Not Ja Morant be on.
I'm talking about Ja. Anthony Edwards pretty funny.
I would say Ja Morant, I think, because he do be on Twitter and he got Twitter fingers. Joel Embiid too, he got Twitter fingers also. But I don't think to any extent as these ones I'm talking about though. Them. We need one of those, man. We need one of those. We definitely do.
Yeah, that would be tough. Ochocinco is tough too.
Yeah. So recently in the news, I'm into sneakers, so I know you might have heard about it. Maybe you haven't. So there has been a brand. I'll say a person because he has like I think he's like multiple brands and stuff like that. His name is his Instagram is Cool Kai, and so he's made these sneakers where it's really a knockoff of Nike's Jordan shoes, Jordan 1s, and so he recently him and this other person named his Instagram is like Omni and the Hellcat. That's his Instagram handle too. They both got sued by Nike for copyright infringement on their Jordan 1s. And so like literally what they were doing was taking a silhouette of a Jordan 1, changing the logo to like a bolt. Sometimes they might have changed the sole what it looked like, and then that was pretty much it. And changed the tag. Instead of say Air Jordan, it would say Air Kai, and the other person it would say Air Omni. But they both literally had the same shoe. Wow. Both had the lightning bolt on the side too, and like it was like they were getting this shit from China somewhere. Like it was literally a knockoff. Bro. If you had came to school, like say in like when we were in high school, when we were in high school or in middle school, you would have got gas for that shit, bro. If niggas like yo, you got on fake Jordans like that, but like now they were like people are promoting shit like they trying to. So on Twitter, there's some people like you trying to knock a black man's hustle. This and that, like they're just inspired by it. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, first of all, I don't think y'all know how the law works with this copyright infringement because like, no, you could be inspired by Nike. I'm sure like a lot of people are inspired by Nike. A lot of people are inspired by Virgil Abloh, Off-White and shit like that. But y'all were literally taking the whole shoe. I'm gonna have to show you a picture, the whole shoe, just changing the sign. Yeah. Some of them, Omnicat was doing it worse because he was literally just doing the same colorways as Nikes. Like the Chicago ones or what the bread ones, literally doing the same colorways basically. He even did he even had some dunks, some fake dunks. He even did the. Have you ever seen the Ben and Jerry dunks? Like they're like have like a cow print on it, kind of colorful.
Yeah.
Literally did the same shit. Just change the like I said, his Nike sign is just his swoosh is just Why you keep looking at my female dude? Like, you know, his swoosh is just a lightning bolt, and so they're getting sued. And so it was literally a big thing on Twitter. People talking about this, but like a lot of people, I saw the shit coming, but I'm like, they're gonna get sued. I remember my brother, me and my brother talking about this like months ago. I'm like, he's gonna get sued by Nike. Like his name was becoming too big too. Also, so I'm like, yeah, he's gonna like. I literally saw this shit coming. He's gonna sued. And then also today, which is crazy, a rapper who goes by the name of Lil Nar got sued today also because he's doing the same shit with some dunks. All he did was, it literally looks the same as a regular dunk, but instead of the swoosh, it's a butterfly. But it's like basically like a swoosh going into a butterfly. Instead of like being a little check at the end, it's just a butterfly. But they were just dunks. Yeah. And so they also sued him also. I'm like, damn. Like, yo. And it's not the first time they sued somebody. They sued somebody else before because they were making some Air Force like One knockoffs. But he ended up changing them. They settled and stuff like that. But this guy, Kai, it's crazy because a lot of people who've done business with him or like bought their clothes from him because he has clothes, shoes, and stuff like that. They say he's very arrogant. And he does bad business. I actually bought something from him. This would be for years before I even knew though. Like even how like I knew he was. Like I've seen, because sometimes I'll just be in his comments and like I just see the way he like talks to like people and customers. I'm like, damn, like that's how you get like that's. I'm like, that's how you treat your customers. I'm like, I don't know, man. And so
why'd you buy from him?
This is before. I said I bought before.
Before
this
you
before,
knew.
like yeah. So he had this. You know, remember the support Black colleges hoodie?
Yeah.
I had bought one of those off him because that was his. He had like that was his brand, and so when I bought, but then like the sleeves are too small. Like I bought my size, but the sleeves were in short. So I told him, and I'm like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah, just hit me up. I'll get you a new one. I messaged him, never got a response back. Yeah. So I was like, damn. So the hoodie was like, the size it was like a weird size and shit like that. So this before, but then but you couldn't tell him no. You couldn't tell him wrong. Like if you said like you're wrong about this and that. Yeah. You couldn't tell him that. He would get at you in the comments, and you had some of his dick riders in the comments too. Going, I'm like, damn,
yo, get off his dick.
Yo, really? Like he got some dick riders. I remember one whole. And so it's like this. So Nike not playing no games, and so a lot of people, they're like, oh, why does Bape get to do the same thing and stuff like that? I don't know the full details of it, but it has something to do with them trademarking it in Japan. Like they have Bape have some, they're called Bapestas. They look like Air Force Ones, but they ended up the first ones they made and the ones they released now, they look similar, but they're different. They changed shit on the shoe to make sure like they couldn't get sued by Nike and shit like that. So like that's how they got around it. Like they were able to trademark it in Japan and shit like that. So you just gotta really look into that full story of like that. That's why Bape could get away with creating Bape cells and shit like that. But the rest of these people now who are trying to come up by being inspired by Nike, they not getting off with that, bro. Yeah. Like y'all literally just taking their like literally taking like yo, y'all could be innovative. And for Cool Kai, he has like the colorways he made for the knockoff Jordans, they were nice. I remember the colorways he was making, they was being creative. I'm like, bro, you should have just been a designer at Nike instead of creating a knockoff Jordan, bro. I'm like, you probably would have better success. You could have been like the new Tinker Hatfield at that or some shit like that.
But he probably wouldn't. He was thinking like he would get more money, like owning the business.
Yeah, I understand that shit too. But like when you were literally creating, I mean, like having a knockoff Nike, why just not work with them instead of or create your own shoe, not inspired by Nike or something like shit like that, what y'all call it, instead of knocking off, bro. Yo, create your own shoe. Design your own shoe. From scratch. Okay. You want to see what the shoe look like?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the shoe. And tell him, bro. It's literally there's no.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know too many shoes, sneakers like that. So
people create their own shoes every time, bro. This is just a one colorway right here. Oh wait.
It went by, but I saw.
Yeah. Here we go.
Lightning straight.
Tell me that's not a Jordan 1, bro.
Yeah.
Just like you couldn't tell if somebody. Okay. The only thing, if you ask me like, what's a Jordan 1? I'm like, oh, is that just like somebody? Oh, is that like, I mean, you really couldn't tell the difference. You ask somebody like, oh, why does this one have a lightning bolt? It's like, yeah, why does it? It's just really just a knockoff. And so there's another shoe designer. His name goes by Shoe Surgeon. A lot of people, why doesn't the Shoe Surgeon get sued? What he does is different. He doesn't consider himself like he's not selling fake Nike shoes. He actually takes Nike shoes but customizes them to where they look like it's a whole like Nike actually created this whole color. He doesn't copy the same colorways that Nike does either. He like creates his own colorways and shit like that. He changes them, but he uses Nike materials like their sole. Maybe they're he probably might change the lace something like that, but like, it starts off with a Nike shoe like an Air Jordan 1. And so that's where he's a customizer, not what they're doing, creating their own shoe and shit like that. So that's the difference between what he's doing and shit like that. Like, I don't think people understand the difference in the laws and shit like what copyright infringement. Like, you can't just take their design and shit like that. Y'all literally doing the same shit as Nike, just changing their shoe. I mean, their swoosh logo into something else. Yeah. So yeah, if you get like, especially, and they were making money off it too. But the things with those shoes, since they're really just knockoff Jordan 1s, they have no resale value. I was checking on eBay because you can't find them on like StockX or GOAT because they won't list them. They will not list it because they're literally knockoff Jordan. But eBay is different. eBay, you can list anything on there. So I was checking eBay. Like, the shoes run for like, I think they retail at $300. He's selling for $300. But like, people don't know what the price of shoes are. I've seen them for going for like under $120. I've seen them going for above $400. Some of the same color. I'm like, damn, people don't even know what the price of these shoes are because they're literally knockoff Jordans. And some of the people said the materials were bad. Like, they said like some of the soles are like soft and shit like that. I'm like, damn. I never bought a pair, but that's what I've heard. I'm like, damn.
You wearing them right now?
I have on. Stop playing with me. I just have them on Crocs.
Damn, that's crazy. Like, I wonder what will be like the next shoes like Jordans. If there even will be shoe model.
Jordan makes. What do you mean? They make a pair every year for their line. Their number one, they make a Jordan every year. They're on like a Jordan.
No, I'm not saying like for like another company, not Jordan.
Oh, when do you think the next big company is going to be make a shoe?
That can like compete with them.
Ooh,
like Adidas come up with like a shoe model that looks nice.
It won't be anytime. Well, Adidas makes ugly basketball shoes. I don't care. It will literally, to be honest, it would have to be a likes of a person who's like bigger, like a name like a LeBron James. If he had left Nike, it would have to be someone like him. Kanye West,
Yeezys.
He could do it. Like he owns the name Yeezy, but those shoes are all owned by Adidas. So like those like the models are all owned by him. So he could the likes of him. But what he been doing recently, I don't know if niggas gonna keep supporting him still. I actually don't know. And I suppose he's gonna be running for president. So I don't know. But like it has to be the likes of a person with a big name who will come out with their own shoe and shit like that. And yeah, like Virgil Abloh had his own brand Off-White. His shoes were expensive though. They were like going for a lot too. But look he made shoes just like Kool Kai and like them, like their own custom inspired. They were inspired. So you could tell some of them were inspired, but they look completely different. That's being inspired. What they was doing was straight knockoff shit, bro. Because you could look on Off-White's page and still find some shoes like, oh, you could tell these kind of look kind of like Jordan 1s or something like or Air Forces, but that's like you could clear difference, bro. Like night and day difference from what they were doing. Them shits, that shit wasn't flying. But yeah, like I said, but I don't know who. It has to be good pricing, good material. But I don't.
So you think if like Kanye didn't like do what he's doing right now, he could have competed with like Yeezys? Jordans. Yeah. With the Yeezys and shit.
Man, because he had some good Yeezys when he was with Nike, and when he was with Adidas too. Like when it comes to certain clothing, some of them be hits, some of them be misses. But I don't know right now. It has to be somebody with a perks. The likes of a name like Kanye West or LeBron James. But most of them just work with those companies instead of trying to, cause it's hard to start that shit too. It ain't easy. Like you gotta have the fun behind that shit. Like you gotta have like shit. Everything gotta be right to do that shit. Shoes, I'm talking about. Not clothing is easier to do, but I'm talking. If you're talking about just shoes, that's hard to do. Like Big Baller Brand, remember they tried to do it, but their the shoes weren't good. If they probably would have just stuck with like hoodies, shirts, and shit like that they're doing, they probably would have did better. But a lot of people were saying, I remember when Lonzo was on the Lakers, they said that might have been a cause of like some of his injuries that he was having in the shoes. Yeah, they said it might have been the shoes that he was wearing. He was wearing BBB shoes, and so that might have been a cause of it. And so I remember LaMelo had his own shoe in high school. They were literally the same name as what he's with Puma now. Jello has his own shoes with them too. All of them had their own shoes with them. But even it's crazy because they had the Lonzo's and LaMelo shoes, they were both on Stock X too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. But not the other shoes we were talking about though. But their shoes are on. They're still on Stock X. You can still find them on Stock X. But,
even the big ballers or no?
I don't. Yeah, big baller. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
The Jello ones, I don't think you can find on there. But the Alonzo's and the Melos, yeah. Yeah. So what I was saying about so starting your own shoe is hard.
Mm.
It is hard to get a new name and shoe out there. So I don't, unless you work with these corporate giants, Nike, Adidas. Those are really the two big ones. Jordan is under Nike. So yeah, I don't know. I know Curry has his own brand, but it's under Under Armour. Yeah. So, but like, he could literally sign his own athletes. But I don't know. I don't want LeBron to get his own shit. He said he was going to. I remember he said he wanted Luka to be his first signee. But I don't know. We'll see when LeBron's bands come out, bro. I don't know if it's gonna be post retirement or I said post retirement, post career, NBA basketball career, because his time is coming up soon.
Yeah, I think he wants to play with his son before.
He definitely gonna play with his son before he retire. But speaking of basketball, Lakers been balling. AD been balling out. AD been balling out, like putting up MVP numbers. And it's crazy. I literally had a talk with this about somebody. I'm like, when is AD gonna start playing like the AD that was in New Orleans? Because like right now he just been like, before he was just hurt. Like they would call him Anthony Day-to-Day Davis because he was always hurt. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, AD was pulling up a 50 ball easily in New Orleans. But ever since he got to Lakers, like he's been the number 2. But when he was supposed to come to Lakers, he was supposed to be the number 1. Even LeBron wanted that of AD, but he hasn't done that. But what we've seen recently of him, he's been stepping up to the plate, and I like to see that.
I'm not gonna hold you. I haven't been keeping up with basketball, but I've been hearing the Lakers been struggling, and then I saw that they were doing well recently. I usually kick in around like Christmas, a little bit after Christmas.
It's still football season.
That's why mostly. But AD is like that. Like
he is. He has talent. Very talented.
Top 5 type of
top
player.
5 talent. Yes.
If he stay healthy, and like he showed that on the Lakers multiple times too. Like we got a championship with him. Like come on, like AD is like that. But yeah, like I said, I haven't been watching basketball like that. I'll tune in and hear
after
what
football
everybody's
season.
talking about.
You gonna tune in after that? Yeah, the basketball season really don't start till the NFL season over. Like people watch it, but like it really don't start because that's what people gonna be watching. Once football season over, it's basketball.
Yeah, I usually take like January, February to like catch up on like what's going on. Yeah, that baby's getting cold for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not saying like that baby going crazy.
That baby getting cold for Christmas. But hold on.
Yeah, I know you had some shit you want to talk about too.
Yeah, I was watching this show. Actually, while we're on basketball, this is another topic. I don't be watching it like that, but like my girl really likes like keeping up with the Kardashians, right? So anything that's like has to do with the Kardashians, I like might notice a little bit more when I'm on like social media. And Kanye tweeted the other day that he caught Chris Paul with Kim.
I saw that shit too. Bro, that shit's trying to trend him hella fast, bro.
Yo, and I was crying. Like, I don't know if it's real or not. It's probably not, but like, I was dying. They used to like when Chris Paul see his wife, they gonna say Cliff Paul from that commercial. I used to think Cliff Paul was
a real person.
Yeah. I be getting Facebook memories of me tweeting like, "Yo, is he real or not?" And everybody be trolling like, "Yeah, he real." Like,
now that's funny. Now imagine me and Chris Paul and that news breaking, you right next to your wife like, yo, and she's sitting there looking at you like this, like, yo, I don't know what the fuck he talking about, yo. Like, how do you even like explain that shit? Like, yo, I couldn't even imagine being Chris Paul in that situation, bro. That shit's crazy.
Honestly, bro. Prayers out to Chris Paul, man. That's funny as hell.
And I know they kids, bro. He has kids, and they both the age have phones.
Yeah.
So I know they seen this shit too. So they had to have a family talk, yo. They had to, bro. I don't know how the family talk go, but he probably had to have that shit like, yo. Cause that's crazy. Imagine somebody just like randomly tweet, yeah, he was with my wife. What? Like, what? Yo, what are you talking about? Yo, do not say my name like that. That's crazy.
Yo, I wish I saw that interaction between him and his family. Yo.
That has to be crazy.
As hell.
I don't know how you just explain that shit, bro. Like, that's crazy.
I want to know what led the tweet too. Like, if it was not real, like why he picked Chris Paul out of all people? Like, why you just say I guess because like Devin Booker got relations with that family, but like still, there's other players.
So what's crazy about that too is um when Certified Lover Boy was dropping, Drake and some of his crew all wore Chris Paul jerseys, and that's when Drake was like kind of beefing with Kanye, and they took a picture of it. They all had Chris Paul jerseys on, and so Drake must have knew something to put that to troll him, and so now that's what made it even crazier. I was like, whoa, so wait, Drake had everybody in his crew was rocking Chris Paul jerseys, so Drake knew something, bro. Drake knew, so it was like, damn. So now that's what made it even crazier too. It was like, damn, this could maybe has some validity to it, but we don't know because it's coming from Kanye, and that was like the wrong person to come from.
That's crazy.
If it came from like a Tristan Thompson, okay, oh, then it might be like, oh. Yeah.
So, what's it called? Speaking of that, so I don't know what season it was, but there was one episode where Kim was going crazy about like Tristan Teaton with
Chloe.
Yeah, but like with like their best friend.
Or Jordan Woods?
Yeah, with that, like Kim was talking crazy about her like just cheating. Like, how could you do that and be like a homewrecker? And if she did that with Chris Paul, then
she a hypocrite. Yeah, she'll be a hypocrite for that. Damn.
But it's not true. I hope Chris Paul
beat the allegations.
Yeah.
Man, he better hope so too, bro. Not just him. He better hope he beat the allegations.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's not one something to be a legend. Like what, bro? That's damn, bro. That's something crazy.
He probably stressed it. But what the other thing I wanted to say was I was watching this movie. It was called no, it was a TV show. It was called Little Fires Everywhere. It was something about that, but it was like about two mothers. But one of the scenarios in the story had me thinking. I was like, damn, I wish I was never in that position. But there was a mom. She came to this country illegally and had a baby, but she couldn't really afford to keep the baby, so she dropped the baby off at a fire station. And spoilers in case anybody's watching it. This is not the main character. It's like a little.
You're talking about a movie, right? What's a movie?
There's a TV show. Little Fires Everywhere. Okay. And so she drops the baby off at the fire station, but it's freezing cold. Like the baby got frostbite when they found the baby, but like the baby survived, right? And was adopted by a different family. They're still going through like the paperwork to actually like get the baby like officially adopted. Yeah. But like the baby was with the adopted family for about like a year or maybe a little bit under a year. So now the baby's probably a year and a half to 2 years old, and the biological mother was like, "Oh, I want my baby back." And like she's not in like a more financially stable position, but she's like, "I want my baby back," and like she's trying to take the baby back.
That's not how it works.
And like it's just like that sucks, because like I think she should still be able to have like some type of relationship with the baby, but at the same time she did like give the baby up, like, and that adopted family took care of it. See, how do you feel about that?
So the thing with that is like you said, like you feel that she should be able to have some type of connection, but when you surrender your baby, like you completely give up that option. It's really not your option anymore, even if you are the biological. It's like because it goes by law now. It's literally the adoptive parent family. Like, they get to choose if you have an adopt. The only time that you'll ever that the kid will ever be able to say, oh, I wanted to eat like my parents, some shit like that, is when they're 18. Yeah, they can tell their say if they're like 13, and they told them like, I want to see my biological parents. They don't have to. They don't have to, because like look, they're the parent guardian. So like damn, so like I understand like why she would feel like damn, I want to see my baby, shit like that, like feelings change, shit like that, but like you gave the option when you left it to get at the fire station.
Before I continue, I am completely aware that I'm a man, and I like the mother-child love is completely different, that I won't understand. But like, she gave the baby up because like for a better life. Yeah, it wasn't like she didn't want the baby. Like it was for like a better life that she couldn't provide. Offer, so that's why I'm like, I feel like she could like have a chance to, like, the baby's too young to make a decision for himself, but like maybe they can work something out. It's a TV show, so like it's not going smoothly, but like I don't know, cause I don't know any like. Actually, I do know some adopted people, but like from stories, I should say, or stories in TV shows, it's just like adopted people sometimes they want to know who their biological parent is, and maybe even like get some answers, questions answered, like, oh, like, why did you give me up, or anything like that. Just they want to get some answers, and some of that can be answered. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's really up to the person, but I don't know. I think it should be an option on the table.
Yo, what if you found out you was adopted, like randomly?
Honestly, I'm different when it comes to things like that. Like, if I found out today that like I was adopted, I would want to know. I would want to know who my biological parent is, mother and father. I wouldn't treat my parents any differently. Like they raised me, like they're my parents. But I'll also like want to hear them out, like see why, and I don't know, just get those questions answered. Like I wouldn't treat them a little bit differently.
I mean, at least you know you. I mean, at least you know you don't got adopted parents because y'all, you look like your brother. Your brother look like your mom, and shit like that. So like y'all look alike. I don't gotta worry about that either. Just because like one, people say I look like my mom. When people say, to be honest, I really don't see it though. I don't see it though, but that's what they be saying. But the only reason why I know I'm not adopted is because I had a DNA test before when I was younger. Yeah, so that's how I know I'm not adopted. But if you was, because speaking of being adopted, so it was. You ever watch the show Friends?
Yeah. So
there was this one episode when was it Chandler Bing and his wife Monica? They couldn't have a kid. They were adopting. They were trying to adopt. And so he was talking with the kid because they were talking to the parents who were adopted, like talking shit like that. And so he was like, oh yeah, like it's like saying something along the line, like, oh yeah, like how does it feel to be adopted? He was like, I'm adopted. He was like, and so he like completely froze, like, oh shit. And so they came back, and then he was like, Mom, I'm adopted. He was like, you told me he was adopted. He was like, I didn't know you told me. I didn't know that. So I was just like, damn, like that's funny as hell. I'm pretty sure there's some kids that found out the same way, like I'm adopted. Like I'm adopted. Because if you were a kid, I'm like, what? Y'all not my real parents. Like I don't even know how they would feel about that. Like damn, like I know that's like your world completely changed, bro. It should get turned upside down.
Yeah, that'll be.
Damn, yeah, that would be crazy.
That'll be something.
Damn, I want to say something else. What the fuck was I about to say? Damn, I can't remember. My dad was going to say something.
Movies, adoption.
Man, it was something completely different. Damn, I don't know what I was about to say. Go ahead with your next topic though, cause I'm just thinking about it.
I saw your mom the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was lit. I'm not gonna lie, but I was trying my best. But I saw her and damn, I forgot his name. But he was like the dance instructor for like the debutante.
Oh, Jamal.
Yeah, Jamal. That's I figured it was, but I didn't want to say the wrong name. Yeah. But yeah, and I was able to see the videos again of like doing the deb. Yeah,
I still got them. I can show you them.
I saw all of them, bro. I was looking for a minute.
I had the videos of you, Devontae, like Justin, Kyle. I had the videos, bro. You know, I got like all the shit, bro.
All the receipts, bro. All the receipts.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you this shit after the pod. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video again, and I'm like, damn, I was so different. Like I was mad skinny. My
Pummable
hair was, my hair was short.
Jamal had the low cut.
It was just different, and I look miserable in the video. Like,
Devontae looked the worst though. Devontae, so like he did not want to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, that was funny though. Yeah. That was a good time. I think they should. I don't know if they still do it. They still do it.
I'm pretty sure they still do it. I know he doesn't do the dance anymore. I think like his last year was like around when I was doing it.
All right. That reminded me of something. So I'm talking to Devontae the other day, right? And I was talking about just like artists that like would be in like my like 5 artists that I can only listen to for like the rest of my life.
Oh yes,
right.
It's a good topic.
And I mentioned Usher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "How dare you mention Usher and not mention Chris Brown?" And I was like, I hear that. Like if you put Chris Brown in your list, like that's not like a bad choice. But he was like, there's a difference between Usher and Chris Brown. I was like, they can compete with each other. Verse, like his for his. Do you agree with that or not?
All right.
Like Chris Brown got like way more music.
Yeah, Chris Brown has a bigger catalog at this point in their career. But if you're talking about like the time they were in, if you just talking about if you taking this certain amount of time, because that's when they were really big at the time, like R&B, like around that time. They could definitely go hit for hit. If we're taking a certain time period, if we taking the whole their whole shit, then Chris Brown might have the slight edge. But I think that's a good answer. Usher got them hits, bro. I was listening to the other day, bro. Usher had them hits. He started before Chris Brown too. Like Usher got them hits. So like you not saying Chris Brown over Usher is, I don't think it's a crazy of a thing to say.
Thank you. Like I said, if you substitute Chris Brown for Usher in your like list, then like I'm not mad at that. Like that's just your opinion. But I'm personally choosing Usher. Like I listen to more Usher songs than Chris Brown.
Who was your top 5 list?
That I listen to, yes.
I know J. Cole and Drake already in it.
Yeah, J. Cole. This is my first year in like 6 years that
J. Cole wasn't one.
Yes,
I need to see the Spotify rap. I didn't see yours.
I didn't post it, but I was shocked. It was Drake number 1. It's always J. Cole, Drake, and then everybody else. But I was like, "What? This is crazy."
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna let you finish. But the thing that's crazy about that, so like people be shitting on Drake all the time. Oh, he's not this and all that and that. But he still be in everybody's top 5 wrapped up. And then I'm like, yo, why y'all keep saying this? And he in y'all top 5, bro. Like this shit don't make no sense.
Hell yeah.
But go ahead.
I think it was because he dropped 2 albums this year.
Okay.
So like that also helped. Like don't get me wrong, I listen to a lot of Drake too, but like I think that's why it passed it a little bit more than J. Cole. But I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. But so yeah, J. Cole, Drake, I had Usher in there. I put Kanye in there as well.
You won't get canceled for that answer.
I know, but I do.
I understand because this before Kanye was this Kanye, so I understand it. You definitely listen to his old. A lot of people do, but that's not crazy to say.
Stuff. And then I do like Lil Wayne a lot, but he wasn't in the list. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think I put Michael Jackson in there.
Michael Jackson's a good answer. Damn, if I had a top 5, before
like you could only listen to these artists.
Yeah, I know. Before I even say that, because you said when you said Drake was in your number 1, J. Cole was in number 2. Yeah. That happened to me last year's. So Drake wasn't my number 1 last year. He was my number 2. The person that was number 1, his name is 1-800-Bull. He's a rapper out of Broward, Florida. Broward County. They represent counties down there, not cities really. Yeah. So yeah, I would say out of Broward County, Florida. So that was my number 1 last year. But Drake was my number 2. But if I had to choose 5 for the rest of my life, Drake, Cole, already them, Party Next Door. That's my favorite R&B artist. If I had to exclude Drake because Drake is an R&B artist too, also, but it would definitely be Party Next Door. I gotta go Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is my first favorite rapper. But number 5, that is a hard one to choose. No cap. This is a 5th and final for the rest of my life. I already have 2 different genres already. Damn. I was like 1-800-Bull is a good one. He's like, a lot of people don't know him, but I really do dig his music. Juice WRLD is another one. I've been like listening to Caleb Mitchell still out of New Jersey, out of town. So like when he's R&B, hip hop too. Damn, 5. Whew. Usher is a good one too. Like, I ain't even playing for Usher. Is a good one, bro. Like no cat, cause like damn that 90s R&B, 2000 R&B shit hit different. Hold on, I gotta take a look at my music list real quick.
Honorable mentions. I'll throw Rihanna in there. Rihanna.
Oh, that's a good one too. Beyonce's a good one too.
Beyonce, of course.
I gotta see. Damn, this is crazy.
Eminem a few times. Popcorn, throw him in there. Wagwan popcorn.
That's damn.
Sorry, I do throw him in there though.
Ooh, Future's a good one too.
I don't listen to Future like that.
He got them hits. He got them hits. Shit, Fetty. I think Fetty Wap only got like one I might usually listen to and a lot of singles that he released. I still listen to Fetty Wap still. Damn, this is a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't know what for the fifth one.
Yeah.
Like I'm going through my list right now. I mean like my artist list.
Yeah.
And I don't know who I would choose. Yeah. Like the way my music, it would have. Damn. Even Michael Jackson's a good one too, just because his catalog is like crazy. Also,
what helps me keep like these are people that like I constantly go back and listen to their music for a little while, and then like J. Cole and Drake, I pretty much listen to them too. Like
I said, every day.
Yeah. Kanye, there will be like a period of time where I'm just listening to his old stuff. Same with Usher. Usher, like if I'm bored, if I can't think of anything, like I automatically sing like an Usher song. And Michael Jackson, I play his music too. When I was first moving into here, actually, I was bumping his music. I was like, it's like just beat it.
So look, I have this app on my phone. It tracks your like Apple Music, like stats and shit like that. So like my top 10 artists that I listen to, Drake,
all time. Oh shit!
This is it right here. So all time is Drake number 1, 1-800-Bull number 2, Juice WRLD 3, A Boogie 4, J Cole 5, Trippie Redd 6, Lil Uzi Vert 7, Party Next Door 8, Caleb Mitchell 9, Post Malone 10. Top 10 artists of all time that I listen to. So it would have to be between this list right here. 1-800 is literally my number 2. So I might have to pick him at that just because like I have over 16,000 minutes of him play. Drake over 24,000 hours. Post Malone is at number 10, with 3,700 hours. Caleb Mitchell 3,800 hours. So and then Party Next Door. I said Party Next Door because R&B right there. So I think that'll be that 5. So I said Drake, Cole, 1-800, Party Next Door. Who's the other one? That name?
My dementia.
Drake, Cole. Lil Wayne was it? Lil Wayne. That's who it was, Lil Wayne. So yeah, I would have to pick Lil Wayne just because of that was my first favorite rapper.
I heard someone say the littlest of Waynes. I was like, yo.
That's a crazy thing. People just be chatting.
Okay.
Let me see if I had. Damn. Oh, I also wanted to give a shout out just to Peter. Cause I was just thinking like, damn, like since Raquan left, like it's like damn, like this is the end of that chapter with Raquan, but like it was a good chapter too. But like we still gotta move on. But like it's the reason I started podcasting, and it wouldn't have been if it wasn't for Agent and Low on the Peer to Peer podcast. It was literally the first one I listened to. That's when Agent was still making NBA 2K videos. And so I literally just clicked, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see what they're talking about. I didn't know really who Legend of Winning was, but I know like I knew of him kind of. And so I'm like, damn, this really got me hooked onto podcasts. Them just watching them, listening to them. I was listening to them at work all the time. And then I started getting to other podcasts and shit like that. Now I listen to like a lot of different podcasts and shit like that. But here, if it wasn't for a peer-to-peer podcast, there's no D&E podcast, which is crazy.
Shout out.
So I just wanted to give a shout out to that. That was on my listing, just to give them a shout because like that's if y'all don't I think y'all should go listen to them too. Like they have some funny guests too. They do a good job also. And hey, that's where I kind of got my inspiration to start podcasting, just from peer to peer podcast. So yeah, that's my number 1 podcast to listen to besides D&E. D&E still number 1. Yeah. But if it wasn't like not yet, but that's my other number 1 I listen to out of that's not us.
Let us know if we're in your like top 5 podcasts for your wrap up.
Think we could have there is a podcast wrapped up, but for us, I can't. So I gotta email Spotify. No, not Spotify. Buzzsprout. That's who our host is. I gotta email them because they're supposed to give us this link that where we could put into Spotify and then we can like get our top 5, but they don't give the correct link every time. Like they're supposed to give a certain type of link, but they give me the same link every time. So I gotta email them. I'm like, yo, cause I want to see our Spotify. I mean, I could check our stats on Buzzsprout, but I want to see like the Spotify ones they give us so we can post that shit and stuff like that. But So yeah, I gotta reach out to them so we can get our shit correct, or at least see. Because again, I know most of our shit comes from YouTube though.
Yeah.
But we still have audio listeners on other platforms and shit like that. And Spotify being like the second biggest one we get our listen to. So yeah.
Do you use YouTube to like listen to podcasts yourself, or like you use like Spotify?
So when I don't use Spotify at all.
Oh, Apple Music.
So only I have Spotify on my phone, but that's literally just to get like the links and shit when I'm like sharing and shit. So I used Apple Podcasts when I was at work and shit. Like when I used to work, I used to have that playing in my ear. But when I got my home, I'll put on an actual video and shit like that and have it on screen. And so yeah, that's what I usually do. Like I said, I listen to a lot of podcasts, bro. Like when I get time, but I gotta listen to ours more just so I can get those clips and shit down. I know you had to give me the timestamps too, all that, so I gotta go back to that shit, get them other stamps too. Cause I got a lot to make. Now I'm gonna be editing shit and like that too. Have more time, weekends free. Cause I left. I was working before too. On the weekends, but I left that job because it was taking too much time away from my weekends. But I was just trying to get some more money. But so now that I'm be charged, started my own started editing too. I can start charging people, try to get more clients and shit like that, so I can get that all out the way. Maybe get a car. Cause I don't really need one. Yeah, I don't go nowhere besides the gym. Yeah, and here. That's it. like maybe the store. So, but I'm on it's a new chapter in my life too. I'm actually kind of sad. It's like damn, cause it's crazy because somebody asked me at the gym if I could like work on their videos too. And so I gave them. I'm like like I edit videos too. Yeah. So that's another potential. But I'm trying to be your job. Yeah, and then when I start getting better at it, I'm gonna start charging more. Cap. Like. Huh?
I said, of course.
Yeah. I'm gonna charge us. I'm gonna charge you. we get the opportunity to do it for free. But I don't want to do that editing forever. I just want this to be like another chapter of my life too. Like a chapter where I this is just to build up to where I need so I can get my channel out there too. I'm trying to start different type of videos on my channel too. Like I'm always trying to just do something different on my channel where I eventually want to stick with something, but like I feel like I still haven't got it right on my channel yet. But I'm trying to, bro. Like I'm trying to. Like I have ideas I want to get out, but shit always changes when shit's bad. Like 2K, like not being the best 2K like we had. Like it's not better than 2K22 in my opinion. 2K23, I don't think it's better. And so when like nobody plays, it's like damn, it's hard to get like certain type of content. Like when we used to play all the time, getting them pause videos. Those like that was good content, bro. Like that was like one of my biggest series on my channel. There's only 3 videos in them, but like they always do like the most views wise. And so, but like now I do shorts and reels and stuff like that. But sometimes I take clips from those videos and just upload them onto like Instagram and shit like that too. So like this is where I'm at in my life, where I'm damn near editing mostly.
You know what they're doing for Thursday night football? How they're doing? This is totally different. But how it's on Amazon Prime? Amazon Prime. The next gen thing is crazy, yo.
What do you mean?
So basically, they have like next gen stats like the football games, and sometimes they even put like visuals of what's going on. So if someone throws a pass, they'll show it exactly like.
Oh, like what they do in Madden too, right?
Yeah, like what they do in Madden, or like even like live while they're running routes, it'll show you the path that they took while they're running. And like I just thought that was crazy. I saw another thing on the phone, like someone was at a soccer match and like they just uploaded their phone, like put their phone up, and you can tap on each player and see who it is. And like
you could do it on Amazon?
No, that wasn't with Amazon. This is another thing where like they're doing that for sports, and they put something in the ball too. So like you'll know who was the last person to touch the ball. And I'm like, this is just starting like now, but imagine what it's going to be like in 10 years.
I've heard something like that too. So there was something like that with players in the NBA, and they were showing the shoes they wore. Like if you went to a certain player, they were showing like the shoes they were wearing. Yeah. And you could look at them. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Damn, look how far technology has come, bro. Yeah. Like technology moving fast, bro. Like fast. Like I even saw this thing. Like there's these scientists working on, which sounds like something out of a science fiction book, where they could reverse aging. Wow. And they've done it in mice. Like they started doing it. They accelerated and then de-accelerated. So they started it and reversed it after. And I'm like, what? some crazy shit, but like it's still in testing. But like, yo, this shit, like by the time he ordered it, we might be able to look young, which is it sounds like it's crazy. But like a lot of people are skeptical of shit like that because like they feel like, oh, you're playing God at this point. But like, and then I guess we kind of are in that territory. But like, because we got lab grown meat now. We got fake meat. It's just like damn, but it's like I'm not against. Cause I'm all against for like the advancement of technology. Cause I'm a big tech guy. Yeah, but it's like damn, like look, it's cause like it's beyond imagination at this point. I mean, it is imagination. Like damn, we've had this like, but we're seeing this shit that literally was in books and shit like that, like robots, AI, like the AI generated stuff. You seen like on Instagram, like the AI generated pictures, like portraits of people like that's going around like recently. Like damn, like AI doing a pretty good job at this shit. It's kind of crazy. So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's cool, but it's a lot. So I understand it's a lot to take in because like we kind of advanced very far in a short amount of time with just certain technology. Yeah. And so I understand why people are kind of skeptic of it, like shit with the robots and shit like that, because you have movies like I, Robot and shit like that. So I understand it. It's like they're like, this is what we were talking about in the movies. Like they might take over the world. I mean, I'm not going to count those people's shit out because like it could be shit. You never know.
Would you do it?
What?
That reverse aging thing?
Shit. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. What about well, if you can do that, there was a Black Mirror episode. Have you seen Black Mirror?
I've seen some Black Mirrors. I seen the one with the pig.
Of course you did. Of course
that was like one of the first ones.
Yeah, you searched that up.
No, you was the one that told me to watch Black Mirror, so I started watching a couple of episodes. What are you talking about?
Anyways, there was one where I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but there was one where I can't remember. It was like you put a chip you put a chip into your like skull and it records everything you see.
Oh, I remember. I seen that one.
And then you can upload it onto the TV of all your memories, everything you saw. You can go back. You can delete any memories or even just view them like in your contacts or in your eyes. You didn't have to like upload it. And would you get that? Let's say it came out this year and 20 years from now, there was only like 300 out of like millions of sales of incidents.
I would see it. I would get it. Just because sometimes like some certain shit you want to relive. I mean, not reload. Just want to see. I'm like, damn, that's what happened. Or say you said
Arguments.
something, huh?
Arguments.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, bro. I remember like, nah, you said this. I didn't say that. All right, let's watch this shit. We can watch this shit back. What I tell you, shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but that was I mean, but like, there's certain content that like invasion of privacy and shit like that, like locker room shit, like walking to the locker room, you got like naked people and shit like that, people in like draw and shit like that. It's invasion of privacy. Like there had to be like certain type of limitation, like when it would cut off and shit like that. Like it would literally have to be built into the infrastructure of each nation, basically, bro. Like where it cuts off, like, oh no, there's no recording here and shit like that, so it just automatically cut off and you can't see that shit. So yeah, there's pros and cons, but like I think the pros outweigh the cons on shit you could do, like being a witness to something. We can just somebody got that shit implemented in, so we gonna find out. Trust and believe.
All the like, no, that's crazy.
So say when you get old and you want to just like see some of the memories you had and shit like that, like I relived, like dang, that's crazy. It's basically like recording. Like I was at a concert, you don't gotta even record your phone no more. Yeah, singing memories.
All I was thinking was like, if things go south, or like they just shut it off, or like I don't know, like they just make you blind if like they shut it off, or like anything that could go wrong. But I guess that's the old head in me not trying to go in advance. I think I would get it if it was like that percentage that I said, like where millions of people got it and only 300 like had some incidents. I think I'll take those odds. But if it was like the percentage was like a lot higher, then maybe not. I would definitely like. I don't know if I could get that, but I would. It's definitely convenient. Like.
Yeah, it really
arguments
is.
In the courtroom, like, oh, like, yeah, like if you're a victim, you can show your story of like what happened.
Yeah, or just being a witness. You don't got to be a victim. You could be the witness. Damn.
Just like that's crazy, but like that is true. Where like how there's some places you can't take pictures or videotape.
Yeah, like bathrooms, locker rooms, shit like that.
But what if you need to see like whatever is blocking out? Like, so let's say. Like if a kid has it and it shows like blood and it blocks out, you have a setting where like the parents set it so it blocks off blood and you don't know if you're like the kid is bleeding and like they look down. So like if the kid's vision, he can't see blood because of like the software that's in his face.
Wait, it blocks certain shit out. You see?
No, it doesn't do this. But you mentioned like how you can't record certain things, so there should be like restrictions or some rules.
Oh
that,
no,
like,
I was just saying like the recording stops.
Oh, the recording.
That's what I was just saying. Not your vision stops. What?
But then you can use that to your advantage. So
what?
like if you're about to do something that you don't want to be recorded, you just
that's
whatever you.
That's the pros and cons. There's a pro and con of everything. So like you just gotta live with some of the cons.
Yeah.
Like shit, you go into locker rooms now, you don't be recording and shit, like, right?
No.
You don't got a phone everywhere. Exactly. So that's just like that's basically what we live in now. Like there's certain you're not recording every time.
Yeah.
That's
just
just
right now.
Yeah, besides right now.
No,
damn. So it's crazy cause I had something else I meant to say, completely forgot it too.
not my fault.
No, it's not even your fault. Cause I just need to start typing shit down. Cause like I be so into the conversation, I just be forgetting. You got something else though?
No, that's all mine.
Actually, no, I still forgot it. Well, damn, I mean, we pretty far. I think it was a pretty good episode. Even without Raquan, like, out of third person here, like I said, like you said, like we've been doing this for a while, so like you just got pretty good at this shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually crazy, man. I mean, tell us how y'all feel about Raquan not being here, man. So in the comments, but like I said, we are working on something still with the podcast. We will, maybe by next episode, you'll find out. Maybe you won't, but we still here with it, yo. Cause yes, we still here. It is crazy because one of the guests I remember I reached out to before I told y'all about. She finally got back to me, but she was like been busy and shit like that. So but we gonna see if we can get them on soon too. Shit, we can try to get more guests too also. Yeah. But I mean, it's pretty good with just me and Jamar too. Like we rocking with it right now, yo. It felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good.
Rocking with it.
So yeah. So I mean, thanks. But we still want to thank Raquan for even just being part of the podcast too, D&D experience, man. But like that was the end of a chapter. We starting a new one now, man. So hopefully that goes well, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you turn the notification bell on. Because YouTube always recommend we upload. Comment, like, subscribe. Word of mouth, people. Tell them about the D&E podcast, man. Let them know about us because we out here. People on audio, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you leave a 5-star. Really helps us out. And that's pretty much it. So until next time, this is the D&E podcast. Signing off.
Peace.